Mm. Hello, my name is Li Hao. Welcome to another day of Advent of Code 2020. So Advent of Code 2020, it sounds like this is not the first year it's going to do doing Advent of Code. In fact, it has been probably 4 years or 5 years, right? So what Advent of Code is that it's a series of programming challenges every day on the Advent calendar. And on every day, when you finish one of the challenge, you get two gold stars. So there's part 1 of the challenge and part 2 of it. So each part will give you 1 gold star. And we are going to try the challenge on day 6. What does that mean? Which means that if you have missed out day 1 to day 5, here's the link. Click it. Yeah. Okay, anyway, we're going to try day 6, right? So let's hit to the calendar and let's look at what is the challenge day 6. So it says custom customs. Well, as your flight approaches the regional airports, where you will switch to a much larger plane, the custom declaration forms are distributed to the passengers. The form asks a series of 26 yes or no questions marked A through Z. Well, all you need to answer is identify your questions for which anyone in your group answer yes. So since your group is just you, this doesn't take very long. Well, however, the person sitting next to you seems to be experiencing a language barrier and asks if you can help. For each of the people in their group, you will write down the questions for which they answer yes, 1 per line. For example, ABCX, ABCY, ABCZ. In this group, there are 6 questions to which anyone answer yes, ABC, XYZ. Duplicate answers to the same question don't count extra. Each question counts at most once. Well, another group asks for your help, then another, and eventually you've collected answers from every group on the plane, which is your puzzle inputs, and each group's answers are separated by a blank line. Okay, so within each group, one persons are on a single line. For example, ABC is one person group, which is 1 line. ABC is a 3-person group. Each of them answer 1 yes for A and B and C. Right? So in this example, the sum of these counts is 3. Okay, so this is 3 as well. This is 1. This is 1. So 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1 equals 11. And what is sum of those counts? Right? So you need to get the answer, which is 11 in this case. And we are going to do it for our puzzle input. Open the input, save the input, overwrite it because I've downloaded day 5 previously on the same name. And what we'll do now is we're going to clear this. I'm going to copy CP for copy input to day 6. I'm going to create a new file called code day 6 and we're going to start coding now. I'm using JavaScript because I love JavaScript a lot. It's my favorite programming language. So how do you start? Well, I'm going to run using Node.js, and Node.js provide me this file system where I just import fs and I'm going to read the content of the file day6.txt. And I'm going to be using UTF-8 as the encoding, and this is the content of the file. So let's take a look at what we have in the file day 6. Right, so as we expected, now what we're going to do is we're going to loop through the for loop each line of content.split new line. Alright, so we're going to loop through each of the line, and if the line is empty, which means we are at the end of the group, we are going to get the sum of it, right? So actually probably I would have a variable called count equals to 0, and then I have a variable called sum. So sum will be the sum of each of the group sum of each of the groups, and count will be counting per group how many yes there is. Right. So over here I'm gonna be sum plus equals to count, and the count will reset to 0, right? And at the end of it, I will console out sum, which will be our answer. And along the way, what we're going to do is that we are going to collect all the characters. So this is else, okay? All the characters that the person answer yes, and we are going to use sets, because sets will give us a unique items, right? So each of the character is one item in the set, which will be added as one item in the set, and we're gonna count how many characters there is in the set at the end of it, right? So that, by the sound of it, I think we don't really need count anymore. What we need is instead a new set, and the reset will be set. We'll just create a new set, right? Don't clear it, do whatever, right? And sum will be actually adding the size of the set, right? Which means how many items in the set. And how do you add things into the set? So for each line that the line that has characters, which is like represents one person, I'm gonna split the character, or I would say answer of line dot split. And for each of the answer so one answer is the answer that they say yes, right? Because there's no answer that says no. So for each answer, which is one character, we are going to add it to the set. And that's it. I think that's it. And let's run. Node code day 6 run 6630. Paste our answer in, and let's say yay! That's the right answer, and we are going to move into part 2. So I'm gonna adjust my mic because I keep knocking onto it, and you might hear some bumpy sound. Sorry about that. Let's move on. Continue part 2. Okay, so you have finished the last group customs declaration. You notice that you misread one word in the instruction. What? You don't need to identify the answer which anyone answered yes. You need to identify answers that everyone answered yes. Oh my god, so it's not, so if in this case ABC, because there's only one person group, everyone, which is that one person, say ABC yes to all 3 answers. So yeah, first group ABC, right? This one ABC, right? Each of the persons say what A, B, C respectively, because no one answered one that is unanimous across, so no answer that is yes. In this case, A, B, A, C, third group, only yes to A, which everyone say yes to. Yeah, and so on and so forth. So once we get it, we add them together, and this will be the sum of the counts, right? So what shall we do? This calls for a different kind of data structure, which is we're going to use a map instead. And why we're going to use a map is that we are going to so for each of the answer, we are going to increment. So we're going to have a map that stores the answer that someone say yes, and then how many people say yes. So for each of the character, what we're going to do is that we will find that if the map has answer, so this set anymore, this is called a map. So map.has answer. If someone has answered before, we're gonna increment it by setting map.get answer +1. If not, we're gonna set it map.set answer. I forgot the key. Answer and then 1, right? And that will be how we're updating the map. So if At the same time, actually, we also need to know how many person is there in a group, right? So what we're gonna do here is that count, which is how many person in a group, and on each line we're gonna increment, right? So which means that when we reach an empty line, which is reached at the end of the group, we're gonna look through all of the values in the answer, and we're gonna see how many of them actually is equals to count, which is equals to everyone answer yes. So count answer of map.values. So this was actually a number of answers, and if number of answers equals to count, right, then count of all yes equals to 0, and we're gonna increment this variable, right? And we're gonna use this variable to add it to the sum. And let's run this. Sorry, my bad. There should be a let. I let you down. 21. Is that the answer? 21. Submit. It's not the right answer. What did I do wrong? No. Okay, let's calm down and take a look. Count answers, count. So for each of the answer, I have to set. This is okay. Counts. Forgot to reset count. Right. Same thing goes here. We reset map. We're gonna reset count. Reset. 3437. Copy this. I'm gonna go in, paste it in, and we're gonna run. No, we have to left 30 seconds left to wait because we tried too fast. There's a frequency, the rate limiting. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2. Paste it in. Submit. Yay! We get the right answer. So that's the end of day 6. Which day 6 of the Evernote code. We have gone through like day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're gonna try day 7. If you want to know when that will be out, please subscribe to my channel down below. And if you like this video, if you feel that you learned something and you love me a lot, give me a thumbs up. And you feel that I'm not doing well, I need something to improve on, comment down below. As always, see ya!